it's Elias, and in this video, we're going to be installing Windows 8.1 on VirtualBox. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is let's go to new, let's make the name, set it as Windows 8.1, okay. Let's allocate this memory size, but then later we are going to actually create a different disk partition so that we can actually install it. Let's create the virtual hard disk, create, oh, oops, I'm just going to name it Windows because that's so generic. Okay, then what about, come on, serious, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, what about this, come on. Alright, finally. Okay, so, there you go. I don't want to make this file too big. Let's okay, so now that we got Windows powered up, I don't really care what the name is. Let's see. Okay, we got Windows 7 64-bit. Let's just change that to, let's very quickly change that to Windows 8.1. Okay, 64-bit. Press OK, and then we're going to go to settings. We're going to go to storage, go to the empty drive, and then we're going to go to choose our disk file. Okay, let's choose Windows. I got 8.1 English. Okay, that's the ISO we're going to use. Okay, so far we are going to, okay, so now that we got everything set up, let's, I'm going to share my whole screen right here. Now that you can see my screen, I'm going to show you, okay, so let's go to File Explorer. We got, okay, so let's go up here. Let's go to this PC. Okay, so now you can see how we have this PC. It used to be named Computer, but then Windows 10 they changed it to this PC. Right click, go to Manage. Sometimes, in my case, I actually have my drive already allocated for different spaces. If your drive looks like this, do not change anything. Don't. All you gotta do, it makes it much simple. Just say properties, and then make sure that you got. Okay, let's look. We have to look at our volumes. Okay, so it looks like we have 1,024 megabytes. That's good. We got enough. So this allocated space, we are going to move. Hopefully this isn't taking a lot. Since we're just copying to a drive, I don't think it'll take that long as much as copying to a folder. So we're going to move that. Okay. And then we're going to mount. And there you go. Now that we mounted the drive, and since I already have the allocated space enough for it, now we're going to press start. I'm going to change my share to the VirtualBox, so now that you can only see my screen. The screen is starting up, so let's just wait. Okay, so here we got it. So as you can see, it says select the startup disk. Now, do not select that host drive G. It's just going to say a fatal error. So I want you to select whatever one that you chose. Choose that one. Start up the machine. And just hope that the allocated space is enough for you. So, okay, there you go. So now we got that Windows 8 startup screen. Okay, there you go. Already loaded up. The faster the computer, the better. Okay, so make sure all these are correct. Whatever you have, keyboard, settings, language. Okay, install now. Sometimes it'll just halt. If you didn't allocate your space on your computer management drive, it's going to do that. So let's for now I'm going to just put in the product key, and then I'll come back when I'm done. All right, so if you see this window that says Microsoft Software License Agreement, you don't really have to read that unless you're like, you know, doing something commercial or whatever. Just accept the license terms, press next. Do not upgrade because unless you do have something else installed in the computer, but I don't, so I'm just going to install on this allocated space. Now, if you did not allocate your drive on your computer, you will not see this on your screen. This means that I freed up some space on my drive for it. So you don't need to format it because it's got everything free. So press next. And then let's just wait till this installs. It'll refresh. Now, remember, I made this mistake a lot of times. Do not press any key. When it loads back up, it'll say press any key, load from a CD. Do not. Just wait till it, because then you have to do this installation all over again. So we're gonna wait this out. So let's move on. Okay, so after you have got everything set up and you've basically ran through the last step. Now the last step, just don't do anything, leave it there. It'll install everything for you. Don't press a key. Just leave it all to it and it'll eventually come to this screen. Now I would change this color from purple to whatever you want. Like I like dark purple like that. There you go. Okay, I'm just gonna call it Elias. Press next. Okay, customize, use express settings. Okay, you know what? I don't really care. Just customize it. Okay, whatever. Just use. I don't think it. Okay, just checking your internet connection. Now I was actually planning to do this video on a real computer, but I figured that you can't actually record it because 99% of all the people who do these videos on how to install, it's always going to be on a virtual machine because okay, so just try again. It's just trying to connect to the internet, set up your account. It's going to keep loading. Okay, so I'm going to log in with my account. Here's my email. Okay. Don't select do it right now. Okay, just next. Okay, so this is pretty generic for the next part until we get a little bit later. This high part, I'm just gonna watch over this part because this part you actually need to click a few things. But then after that, I'm gonna, just let this computer run for a little bit. And there you go. And now I want you to say Control Shift like that. Press Control Shift so that your computer will restart every time. So that when it's done loading all your files, then it'll load the operating system every time you shut off your PC and then turn it back on. So let's move on. Oh, by the way, if you wanted to see, here is the actual PC that I installed it on. There's my image. Okay. So I'm gonna log in right here. There you go. Okay, so as you can see, I actually went through similar steps to install this. Except the only difference was this one I actually had to partitionize a space, extract files, which took a lot longer than what it took me before. So I'm just gonna go here. I'm not gonna really do much since. Okay, I'm just gonna load that up. It's pretty cool. But anyway, that's it for that. So let's just go back to what we were doing. I was just gonna want to show you something a little bit extra. All right, so I've got this loaded up here. And I actually went into the start screen, so I don't know. Let's get this up, and you can go in the corner and get this thing. Okay, so go up, and we can actually open up the Windows bar right there. Okay, we're on home. Double click. Okay, so I want to show you how to change the screen resolution. Now, if you're not happy with the big icons and you're not the person that likes humongous icons, And here's a quick fix that you can use. So right click, go to screen resolution, resolution. I'm already at 120. This is the best. If you like bigger icons, then you could do this. If you like really small icons and you want to go extremely small, but you want to have small resolution like that, changes. I don't personally like this. I think it's honestly too small. So I think the best setting honestly is 1280 by 1024. Just apply that. I think that's the best setting to me. Depends what you like. But you can do a few other things with this. You can go into the start menu. There's news, Skype, a bunch of other explorers. And if you would like, I can actually show you how to install Google on a virtual machine. It's a little bit harder because you gotta install it with a different program. But if you would like a video like that, you can go into my discussion page, request that. I'll see what I can do about that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more of my videos, definitely check out the LiveSpeed channel. I've got tons of videos coming on that. And I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. Depends. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next week.